Hello.
Hi. This interview is about offer and demand of our products that
Okay.
we sell, that we prepare.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, what aspects influence the demand for your products?
What influences demand for the products?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a good one. Basically, convenience is a big one. Freshness, and lately it's been healthy. The healthier the food is, the more the kids want to eat it. But we still do have, we have a lot of sales on turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because everybody thinks turkey's the healthiest meat, so that's why we go through so many turkey sandwiches. But I feel like kids want to eat healthier. Money is another issue, financial, because they are all poor students, so they go for a value as well. Mm-hmm.
All right. When demand for a product fails,
Mm-hmm.
what alternative do you take to avoid decrease in the profits? Like what?
Okay,
what do
so
you
when the
think?
demand for a product is no longer there,
Uh-huh.
okay, and then what do we do to boost sales again for
Yes.
something else?
Yes.
Well, basically, unfortunately here, we have a long process that first you have to create a recipe, then you have to submit the recipe, it has to be approved, it has to be entered. Sometimes we do contests to make it, go faster. But we will either try to replace the product, but we can't do it until maybe the next semester.
Yeah.
So we literally have to either just stop sending that product, okay, and just, not replace it and just increase the product of something else, the amount of something else, something that does sell well to fill that spot. We have done that because we can't just all of a sudden create something and put it out there. We used to,
Yeah.
and it worked well.
Okay.
But now things are more difficult and a lot more red tape, especially with people that have allergies and all the special diets and stuff now. It's very difficult to meet the needs and desires of everyone, especially since our clientele changes every semester. We get new students in, old students leave, the faculty, they get sick of the same thing. So, and sometimes we just have product that, for one reason or another, the quality wasn't good. And so they got it the one time it wasn't good, so we'll just continue to try and sell it and just improve the quality and hope that it picks up again. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a season when the demand for your product goes down or increase noticeably, unlike a normal day?
Is there a what?
Yeah, like a season, like
Oh, a
these
season.
Thanksgiving,
Are
stuff
things
like that.
seasonal?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like right now, soup, of course, with the colder weather, we just increased selling, and it's selling everywhere. Even out here, we've doubled our sales in soup out front. Roots and Newtons both have asked for more soup, and they're selling it all.
Yeah.
Hot sandwiches, comfort food that makes you feel good inside and warm when it's so cold outside. And then in the summer, in the warmer months, we sell more fruit, parfaits, and stuff like that, and less hot sandwiches. So, it's absolutely seasonal here.
And if you could think a way to attract attention for your customer, what would be?
If I could think of a way to
attract the
to attract customers.
Yes.
That's a good one. I feel like we have to be out there. We have to have contact.
Yeah.
It can't all be signs and menu boards and things like that. They do a lot of social media here. That they, it helps because there's a lot of people on social media that draw people in. But I really feel like personal contact with students, especially the people that live here in this building, they're here all the time, and why not offer stuff here that they can get to eat that they like to eat, they don't get sick of. So we used to have a set menu out in Slam Dunk, and now it's like you can create your own salad, create your own sandwich, and then we have the dinners that we changed, and we offer all kinds of gluten-free, vegan dishes and stuff like that. And unfortunately, the staff aren't as motivated
Yeah.
up front to capture someone's attention and business. Because, we work with a lot of students, and then, you have full-time staff too that really they're just worried about making the food and getting it out and not being busy and stuff like that, and making sure everybody gets what they want. And so that when I go up there, usually at dinner time, I try to speak and engage conversation with the students so that, they know who we are, they know what we have. And the more you talk with them, the more you learn. And then I like to go and give sample food to the front desk, because they're the ones that talk to all the students, and they can pass on the word. They can, and like at the end of the night, sometimes if we have only 3 pies left and there's people in line, I say, hey, the last 3 people get free pie.
Yeah.
Just so that they have a positive, feeling when they leave. You know what I mean? It makes them want to come back. And they may not even remember what made them feel positive about being here, but it's still positive, and they'll come back. And I feel like resolution is also a very big deal. That if someone doesn't get what they wanted, or like last night, for instance, we had a couple, a guy and a girl, they came together, they both ordered 2 different sandwiches, and the guys were busy with dinner, but they kept calling out the thing and, the number, and they never came. Well, finally when they came, only 1 sandwich was left, and the guy's Cowboy Club was gone. So I said, well, that's okay, I'll make it. So I hurried up and I made it, but I also made another sandwich, the chicken cordon bleu, and I packaged that up for him to go, and I told him, I said, here, this is something for you to try, for free, so that, so he leaves with a good customer, positive interaction and experience, right? Yeah. So I think that's very important, that people leave with a positive feeling. And it's okay to, give them something for free. Samples are also a really good way to bring customers in, because how are they going to know if they like it or even want it if they don't try it? Yeah.
And well, the last one is when a product is like with lower sales, what would you rather innovate it or just eliminate it?
That's a good question. Okay, to me, I would like to improve it, okay, but there's a lot of different things that you have to take in consideration. Is it something that doesn't cost us a lot of money or in labor or food costs to make? Is it something that we can improve, and make it better, make it more, trendy or whatever it is? Is it something we've had for a long time that's just, ran its course and nobody wants it, and now with the new trends, people are moving on, moving up? I would rather innovate something and take an idea that we've already had that worked and then improve it. Maybe it's the quality, maybe it's, maybe we need to change something up, Right now I'm trying to redo the menu over for Newton's, and I'm coming up with some ideas for sandwiches and snacks. And, I feel like I want to do a vegetable snack with like a compound cream cheese, instead of just the peanut butter or the hummus. I know it's a little more, unhealthy, but it's cheese, and people love cheese. If I could do like a compound cheese ball or something, or a log, and then we just cut it off and put it in the container with, in that way. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different things that, you can do, but unfortunately, I still have 2 bosses over me, and they really make the calls on stuff like that. I can submit all the ideas I want, but it's really up to Casey. As far as what he wants, and he's really, really picky.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you.